Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Serona Tarot. This is your July monthly general reading for the sign of Taurus. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Cross watchers are welcome. Energies are non-gender specific, more to do with talking about the divine feminine or the divine masculine. If you do resonate with this reading, it means that we are energetically connected, which is great. And then if you would like, subscribe, comment, share, and press the notification button, you can see more videos like this. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's fine. Take what does resonate, leave the rest, and perhaps there's another YouTube read out there that is more in tune with you. So I'm a Taurus as well, so welcome. I'm quite excited to see what July has for us on a general reading level. Let's see what is happening with us for the month of July. So before we start, just a couple of seconds to tune in with my energy. Okay. What is happening for us Taurians, month of July? We'll start with Sacred Destiny deck. See the general energy for Taurus, month of July, please. The general energies for Taurus. I shuffle on camera and I take jumpers out the pack. I don't like to cut the cards, so if it does become too time consuming watching me shuffle, then just fast forward. Okay, so what is the general energy for Taurus, month of July, please? What's happening with Taurus for the month of July 2020, please? Okay. Ooh. We'll take oh, I need to take all three. Normally I only take one. This would be the number one major energy. Flexibility, right? So we are stepping outside of our comfort zone, and us Taurians, we love our comfort zone. Whew. Okay, so flexibility is needed throughout the month of July, and then there's two subcategory energies. We've got pleasure and thriving, right? So in relation to this, what this means for us is that if we are able to switch up and start to stretch ourselves against our normal habits, and move outside the comfort zone and start to be a bit more flexible and more going with the flow, that is going to bring in a lot of pleasure, and that's going to allow us to thrive. Let us take Moonology, see what's happening with that. With my setup here at the moment and my candles, I have burnt a couple of cards, but the smoke you might see in on camera mode is actually just my my sage. So hopefully we don't burn any more cards. So what does Moonology have for Taurus for the month of July, please? That's one card, please. Just one card. Thank you. Nice. Believe in the impossible. Blue moon. So this flexibility is not only about stretching ourselves against and putting ourselves outside our comfort zone, but really starting to stretch ourselves in a real positive direction about what brings us pleasure, because we can thrive in that situation, because we're going against the norm of our normal fixed sign. Believing in the impossible is about stretching yourself in that positive mindset and being able to what am I picking up on? It's being able to embrace change. And by allowing yourself and giving yourself permission to embrace change, that allows you to be a bit more flexible. If you are resisting change, then you aren't flexible, and then you're not able to stretch yourself beyond your comfort zone. And your comfort zone, sure, it's your comfort zone because you're used to it and it's habitual, but it doesn't mean it's good for you. So let us move on to Starseed deck to see what starseed energy is surrounding Taurus for the month of July 2020. Just one, please. Just one, please. Thank you. Thank you. Good Lord. Portal. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards, wildcard. Excuse my French, but fucking hell. I've not seen this card before. This is amazing. So really, we believing in the possible doesn't mean having a dream and trying to get yourself into that mindset, that manifesting mindset of, yes, I can achieve this. This is basically opening up a much, much wider scope. It's not saying, oh, just one dream. It's saying anything is available to you now. It is absolutely available if you are able to be flexible and stretch beyond your immediate surroundings. This is exciting. Rewards, you decide. You have the choice. And you can change the choice as well. I don't know if there's the portal. I don't know if there's a time deadline on that. Believe in the impossible. So really, I mean, to get the rewards from something like the portal card is really about, you can have a dream and believe that that's possible. But then that highest dream that you have, see if you can stretch yourself even further. How much further? And try something completely unimaginable. And then try to focus your energy in that. Because I think that would bring you even higher rewards. For really, I just feel this, I just see someone doing yoga in my mind. Stretching. Anything else, please, for Taurus, July 2020? Got 2 cards here, I'll take them, thank you. Pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Sisterhood of the rose. Beauty and devotion. Priestess. Mystic teacher. Okay, sorry about that, Taurus. My camera died momentarily, and I didn't want to start the reading all over again because the lineup we have here is so beautiful. So if we continue, apologies for that. Pillar of light, your vibration is rising. You are the oracle, sister, the rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic teacher. So we're definitely setting into this, coming into this Venus energy here of beauty and devotion and love and nurturing and beautiful things around us. Okay, and your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. So I feel like what's happening over here is you've done a lot of hard work. Now I know personally as well for myself, but also from the collective from 2019 and up until 2020, we've actually had a series of years which have really been very challenging for us, and it's been tough, and it feels like the work has been done, because you don't get these cards and you don't get the portal and believe in the impossible unless you've done the work, right? So these are the rewards that are coming in. We've got both you are the oracle, priestess, mystic and teacher over here, and as well I'm picking up on this energy of, you know, the Pleiades, because the Taurus is in Pleiades is in the Taurus sign of Taurus. So there's a lot of information coming over there. People are going to be attracted to you for advice and wisdom over the month of July. It feels like you start to, as you stretch yourself beyond your comfort zone, you are starting to recognize where you can bring in more beauty into your life, more abundance into your life by this positive mindset of believing in the impossible. And with that, it attracts people to your energy, and people are starting to come to you to ask you for your wisdom and your advice. And it might be a little bit that you might be slightly overwhelmed by something like that, that you know, you just want people to, you know, do their own thing, let you do you and them do them, you know. But because you're starting to move into this higher vibration, you're starting to see the beauty in the world rather than see the problems. Your focus is more on the beauty rather than the issues surrounding you. This energy is highly attractive for people around you. And so people are going to start pouring their problems to you. They're going to be asking you for advice. They're going to be asking for your wisdom. And you have all the answers. You really do have all the answers this month in July. But it might be that it's a little bit wearing after a while. You just want people to maybe leave you alone, or maybe you don't have all the answers. That's how you feel because you just need a bit of a break. But it's about stepping into that power as well. And it's about kind of honoring your own boundaries with regards to that. And also about having faith in your words. I feel that you do have the faith in your words. I'm just going to move this down slightly for you so you can see a bit better for the other cards. Thank you. And you do have faith in your words. You know exactly what you're talking about. But it might be you might be feeling slightly drained from all this, from being everyone's personal counselor. So. Okay, and I feel like you're also attracting more of that because you've got this portal, and all of a sudden you have these opportunities, and you have this anything you can decide, you have the ability to manifest it. So people around you are seeing that. They're not blind, they see that, and they want a piece of it. So that's why they're coming to you and they're asking you for this advice. Can we get these 5 cards for Taurus for the month of July? General reading for Taurus. What energies are coming up for Taurus in the month of July, please? 2020. Five cards, please. Okay. How many do we have here? Page of Air. Some news and communication coming in. Strength card. Okay, courage, determination. You have the inner strength. Major arcana as well. So the strength card doesn't come in unless you need it either. So it may feel like you need the strength to stretch yourself, to become more flexible, to have a bit more faith in yourself and take advantage of the portal. Another major arcana, we got the Empress. This is creative, nurturing energy. She brings things to fruition. She births new ideas. It could also be the pregnancy card as well. But she is all about creativity and nurturing. And she's a queen of the queens. She knows where it's at. She doesn't need to answer to anybody because she knows within her womb, I want to say, she is solid, grounded, and knowledgeable, okay? And then the Two of Earth. So this could be an element of a balancing act. How do you balance how much you give to others, especially people coming to you and asking for advice and wisdom, and how much do you balance for yourself? So I feel like you might be balancing, feel like you need to kind of make sure that maybe put some boundaries up as well in order to balance your sense of self. And then one more card, please, for Taurus 2020. Thank you. And then Six of Air. Moving to calmer waters, taking the lessons that you've learned from the past, leaving what doesn't serve you. And as you move into this area of air, you're taking those mental lessons and you're moving on to calmer waters. Things become a bit more softer, more gentler, more inviting and embracing of that kind of beauty around you. Really, it's like smelling the flowers, isn't it? It's like not just brushing off and leaving something behind and dashing off in a rush. It's like, I'm going to move with the tides. I'm going to smell the roses as I go. It's all beautiful. It's that sort of vibe. So can we please clarify the Page of Air? Why is a Page of Air here, please? Why is a Page of Air here, please? What communication is coming in for Taurus? Communication is coming in for Taurus. Thank you. Nine of Wands. Eight of Pentacles. So there is something that's coming in. So we've got some news that's coming in that feels like it is, it's a bit more work that needs to be done, basically. So there is a request that's coming in, asking you and requiring you to do a bit more working on something. So it might be work within your career. It might be unfinished business that needs to be taken care of. I've seen lots of forms being filled out. And it feels like, oh God, I don't have the time for this. 9 of Wands energy, like, oh, I just want to be done with this project or this situation. And it seems very much in the work career aspect, something that could also involve money. So maybe there's some more forms, and I'm just seeing lots of online forms that need to be filled out in order to get more money coming in, or it's like you're near the end of a work project and you just have to maybe do some late nights, do a little bit of extra research, that sort of stuff. Okay, so there's a request that's coming in for that, okay, to complete that, and you feel like you're at the end of your tether, you don't really want to do it. This is in the beginning of July. Or it's if it's not a request, it is communicating and requesting something from somebody else, requiring you to do a bit more research and just like day-to-day practical, just solid, like hard work. Okay, and you're going to feel a bit sort of tired by the end of it. Let's move on to strength. Why is strength here, please? What are we needing strength for? Why do we need strength? Why is strength coming, please? For Taurus, July 2020. So you start the month off feeling really kind of tired, a bit exhausted, but you are productive with it. 6 of Swords. We have the same card as the end of the month, which this is moving into calmer waters. What else do we have, please, for strength? Thank you. Woo! There we go. Judgment card has been coming up a lot. I mean, we've got the eclipse coming up. We've got the 7 of Wands here, stepping into your power, able to stand up for yourself, justify yourself, and protect what is yours. We have Judgment card over here. So this is call from the universe, a call from spirit. This is resurrection, changing, taking on a new leaf, being rewarded for the efforts of one lesson and chapter and moving on to the next. We've got the Page of Pentacles, which is all about like news coming in that might be quite beneficial money-wise. I wouldn't say it's massive, but it's definitely news is coming in that's well received, and with the potential to create more from it. And then we have the World card again, another major arcana. This is your end of a major cycle card here coming in, and you are needing the strength. The strength is coming in because you need the strength. You need the courage, determination, and strength to be able to defend what is yours, stand up for yourself, and make a move. Okay, now this could be a physical move, a relocation, or could be a metaphoric move. It could be emotional, moving by releasing the old and moving into calmer waters. And as you do that, judgment is coming in. And I'm picking up on this portal vibe here as well with judgment. Judgment is saying, okay, fine, that's great. You've now made the transition. You've had the strength to do that, and you some news will be coming in, which will support you in ending this old cycle and coming to the new. And the World card, we must always remember that we must allow ourselves the opportunity to rest, reflect over the previous chapter before we jump ahead to the new one. So this is really calls for celebration on something reaching an achievement, the end of something. So where we felt the 9 of Wands over here, 9s in numerology mean the endings of things. So that's why we feel a bit Page of Air, a bit tired and working and overworked a bit. But as we do so, that comes to an end and we're able to complete a big chapter in our life. So life is full of a multitude of cycles. Some are large, some are small, they're intertwined with one another, all these sorts of lessons that we learn. I feel like this is pretty major because we've got the Judgment card over here. Okay, so you making that final final step, and the courage you need is the courage to move on to calmer waters, to allow yourself to not be pulled down by the petty, nitty-gritty and insignificant smaller aspects, and have that bigger picture, to stand up for yourself and to protect what's yours. When you're able to do that and have the strength to do that, judgment comes in and you're able to finish and release that cycle. And with that, you might get a bit of monetary return as well. Okay, now we're stepping into the Empress energy, which is all that creativity, creating new abundance. She's full of fertility and abundance and prosperity, good health, all of that jazz. Okay, so why is the Empress here, please? I'm delighted because I'm Taurus as well. So, Empress, please. Why is the Empress here, please? Why is the Empress here, please? Thank you. Two of Pentacles, able to balance yourself. This could also be balancing money, you know. It could maybe feel a little bit like a juggling act in the beginning, but you're able to do so. You might not be able to take on any more projects, any more work, or any more expenses, but you're able to keep it juggling. That's what else do we have, please? For Empress for Taurus, July 2020. Why is the Empress card, please? Here. Thank you. So we've got two twos here. So we're definitely stepping into the next step. So you have the aces, which are new beginnings, which could have been the things that you've been working on from the last eclipse that we had for the new beginnings. And now this next eclipse on the 5th of July is all about major releases. So you have to release something to be able to begin something. And if you've begun something, these talk about twos, the next step. So either you're at a crossroads. Okay, you might feel at a crossroads. Do I go this way? Do I go that way? Do I stay where I am? Do I move to another situation? Okay, or it could be a collaboration, working with somebody else in this in order to move forward and being able to balance it, find the balance in it. So twos are quite significant, and twos are all about partnerships as well. Duality. Anything else, please, for Empress? You could be also starting a new creative project whereby you need to make sure that you are trusting in your finances. But, right, there we go. Nice. 4 of Wands. So this is stable. This is stable, secure, happy home life. Okay. I mean, it could also indicate marriage, but I'm not sort of seeing that with anything else over here. It could also indicate holidays as well, but again, I'm not really seeing much of that. Let's see what's happening over here. Okay. Okay, we've got the 10 of Swords here, so we've got major loss. This could be, this also could be a bit of backstabbing as well, but this is feeling great suffering and loss, but it's a 10, so it's the ending of it. So if perhaps there's been feeling a loss about a sense of, if you could be mourning the loss of a sense of stability and security that you've been involved in. But I see you working together with other people here. So the 3 of Pentacles is going back on something and tweaking something, renewing something. So perhaps this is some sort of creative project that you need to go back on and tweak and perfect. And it could also be collaboration, working with other people. We got the slow and steady wins a race, the the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, very promising, very trustworthy, very reliable Knight of Pentacles. If he sets out to do something, he's going to damn well do it. Okay, and then with the Chariot card, that forward thrust motion. Okay, taking charge of your I want to say affairs, taking charge of your affairs and moving forward. We've got the Devil, which is this toxicity, maybe a negative self-talk, and then we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So there's quite a lot jumped out. So with regards to the Empress, let me just view this for a second. What's this way around? With regards to the Empress, you are creating a whole new environment for yourself, okay? You're taking the next step of something you've been thinking about. You're able to just about balance your finances and you're moving on to something new, okay? I feel where you're doing that because you've had a sense, you've experienced a sense of loss. There's been something that you've lost, something that wasn't serving you, and it's been lost, and it might have been painful, but that is allowing you to then move into this Three of Pentacles to create something new for yourself, solid and steady and slowly, okay? And once you're able to do that, you're over this because it's a 10, right? The 10 is always a major ending. 10 reduces down to 1. 1 plus 0 is 1, and 1 becomes a new beginning again. So you're at the end of that sense of loss. But then we move into the Chariot, you're thrusting forward. And then we have the Devil energy here. And the Devil energy talks about sort of a toxic situation. Either this is self-negative talk, this could be addictions. And I'm feeling the flexibility card quite strong over here. Flexibility and pleasure, okay? Because the Devil card tends to overindulge. And when we've got flexibility with the Tiger over here, the Devil is bound. The Devil is chained, really. The Devil is stuck in a space of overindulgence, greed, addictions, toxicity. So this could even be maybe a relationship that you've been involved with as well. And so the Devil is pretty much the opposite of flexibility. The Devil doesn't like to be flexible. He likes, he wants and he wants and he wants and he wants and he wants. It's all that pleasure. Again, the pleasure card over there. It's that overindulgence. Oh, wrong way. So I feel like I would love to say that you're moving away from that, but it doesn't look like that. I feel like there's just maybe an element of this, maybe some addictions that need to be taken care of. Maybe this birthing this new idea and working with somebody else. There could be an element, and I'm not saying it's. I'm saying it's an element because it's one of many cards in it, and it's not anchored. So it's not a huge thing, but there definitely is a toxic energy surrounding you with this Empress card, which isn't all bad because I feel like it's more from the sense of loss. So maybe this toxic energy is as you move into this beautiful, abundant, creative kind of Empress mode. I feel like there's the tendency. There is the tendency to go back and think about, past losses and be, oh, woe is me, oh, woe is me. Okay, it's not major, but I'm spending a bit more time talking about it because out of all the cards, it's the most sort of niggly one. Okay, and then we move on to the Ace of Pentacles. So it's not altogether bad because sometimes what I'm also picking up on, so the Devil energy can be quite possessive, quite overindulgent, quite like this sort of energy, this working all hours. It's a bit addictive. So it could be that this new creative project that you're involved in, or this new, maybe you are pregnant and you are spending a lot of time nesting, and you're getting a little bit you're getting a bit addicted to it. It's taking up all your energy because it comes after the Chariot. So this moving forward and creating this new charging forward and stepping into your power, perhaps there's an element of a little bit of imbalance there with regards to you focusing so much on it, you're forgetting to smell the roses. Okay, like we were talking about smelling the roses early on, which we're doing, but now you've stepped into this wonderful creative energy where you can really make things happen. And Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady, and perhaps you in association with other people. Now this could be work. I'm not seeing a relationship here at all. I don't see any relationship here. I'm sorry. I think this is all going to work. I think perhaps you're a little bit too focused and addicted to this idea of creating this new Ace of Pentacles for yourself, this new brand new beginning. Okay, so there might be a little bit of a bit overboard energy over there, but it's not major, because really what it is, it's for your Ace of Pentacles. The only thing here would be to focus less on the Pentacles. Now, Ace of Pentacles could be money, it could be property, it could be anything on the earth plane, okay, of this creating, this nurturing this new idea, birthing it, fertility, all that sort of stuff. So it is all to do with that. So I'll just be a little bit aware that you don't go too overboard with regards to that. Remember to find some balance, and remember to also smell the roses and enjoy the presence of the now as well. And then with the Ace of Pentacles being there, because it's there, it tells me that this new thing that you're birthing does have the potential to go the distance. This could really go all the way to the Ten of Pentacles. This can go the distance. It's solid, it's grounded, it's seeded in the soil. Okay, so really lovely, really lovely. Just a couple of areas to be aware of in terms of overindulgence, addictions, and sort of too much focus in one area. Remember to sort of just, you know, play with the flow, be flexible with it. Don't go too much one way or too much another way. The Two of Earth. Why is it Two of Earth here, please? Why is it Two of Earth here, please? And of course, we've got the World card here, which is the end of one chapter, and an Ace, which is a brand new beginning as well. So that's also fun for July. It's all happening in July. Two of Earth. My ears are about to pop now. There's quite a lot of pressure in this room right now. So, Two of Earth. Why is it Two of Earth here, please? Why is it Two of Earth here, please? Ten of Pentacles wants to pop out. Okay, so long-term wealth and security. It could also be a family property. It could be an inheritance. It could be money coming to you that you didn't expect. But I feel like what it's more saying is you are able to balance financially and the home life and work. Okay, so anything that brings in the energy of money, the energy of having stability and security and being able to, the survival aspects. Okay, this balancing act that you're doing at the moment, which also happened which also appeared in your creative endeavor, or this new beginning that you are creating. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a creative project. It's just this new this manifesting power. The balancing act is for this long-term wealth and security, and we've got the Hermit here, which is this inner reflection, and we've got the Ten of Wands here. Okay, so you are going to be spending you might be spending quite a bit of time. I feel like this devil energy again. You might be so fixated on this this new chapter, because you had the World and you had the ending of one cycle. So you might be so fixated on that it's causing you also some introspection, inner reflection on how this means to you from a sort of on a spiritual level, but not so much spiritual, more to do with wisdom. So you're coming into a bit of wisdom, because you're looking at, okay, this is what you're doing now, and you're working towards your long-term goals. Obviously, if you do get finances gifted to you, which this card can also aspect, it's about looking at how you can really invest in that for the future. But if it's not that, because I'm not sort of feeling it's more that, because it's anchored by the Two of Earth, which is a sort of juggling act, this sort of, okay, making it work, having the ability to make it work the way you want it to. Okay, believe in the impossible. Believe in the impossible over there. And this portal about this decision, any decision you make is the right decision. You can make anything happen. And you with this mystic and oracle card and teacher, all those priestess vibes, you would be foolish not to take advantage of your own wisdom. You can't just hand it out. It's something that you are really reflecting okay, about finding that long-term sense of stability within yourself, within your spiritual body, mental body, and emotional body, not just on the physical plane here. And then we've got the 10 of Wands. So there's a bit of a burden that needs to it's like one final burden that you need to achieve, but because it's a 10, it reduces down to a 1 again. So this marks an ending of that hard work. Okay, we've got two major endings over here. We've had the 10 of Swords and now the 10 of Wands. You have been through the mill. What did I say in the beginning? You've worked really hard, and that's why you are getting the portals are opening for you. People coming to you for advice. And this, so the point now is to really start to stretch yourself. Stretch yourself in terms of your flexibility, because perhaps that final burden you have is adaptation, to be able to adjust to many different things. And I feel like that could be maybe your final lesson before the portal opens and you're able to invest. But you really are having to it's weird because I don't see, at the moment so far, I don't see anyone else affecting you here. I don't see any significant other person. This is all your journey. This is you. People coming at you for advice and guidance, but this is your path. And so you need to be true to yourself about that. And part of maybe one of the lessons that you haven't quite mastered, because you've mastered quite a lot to get to this point, because you're coming to the end of all these cycles, is that flexibility. 6 of Air. What calmer waters are you moving towards in July 2020 for Taurus? What calmer waters? What is becoming calmer for Taurus, July 2020, please? It's very heavy energy in here. Very thick, very heavy. Okay. Not heavy in a bad way, just powerful. Okay. Thank you. We have the King of Swords, 5 of Swords, 3 of Swords, Queen of Cups, and Knight of Swords. So whereas before I was saying that there aren't any people around you, well now there is. Okay, so but you're moving to calmer waters as a result of you are moving away, because this is a moving away from the things you've learned, your lessons. Remember we were talking about that. So you take what lessons you've learned and you've got the wisdom for that, and now you're moving into calmer waters. So what you're doing is essentially you're moving away from I feel like this is like Big Brother, not as an a Big Brother, but I feel like this is, you're moving away from scrutiny. Maybe this could be a person. If it is a person, it would be someone from like a professional, official, professional standing, who is scrutiny, detail orientated, who measures things up, who judges things. So it could be a judge, a policeman, a civil servant, that sort of stuff. You're moving away. I'm feeling government quite strong here. So you're moving away from that. So if it is a person, it's someone of that standing. You're moving away from you're moving away under their scrutiny, okay? And if it's not that, it would be an energy. So in terms of a bigger aspect, collective aspect of that, okay? You're cutting your losses and you're going. You might, now this card can also suggest that there has not been backstabbing, but it could also suggest that you're winning the battle but losing the war. So I would just be careful that you try, and if with this moving into calmer waters, that's all beautiful and well, but I would say make sure you don't leave any stones unturned, especially because the King of Swords is there. So make sure that, and we've got air here with the sword. So this could also be to do with, I mean, most of it's air, could be to do with kind of communications, forms, that sort of stuff. Make sure you cover your back. So make sure that as you shift into this softer phase where things are a little bit calmer, a little less erratic, a little less hard work with all the sense of loss, make sure you cover everything. You cross all your T's, you dot all your I's, okay? Because you don't want anything coming back at you. You want to be done, done, done. And then we've got the Three of Swords. Now there is also could be that you have to be dealing with this person in order to make a transition of some sort. Now, so this could also be, I mean, this could also be a doctor. This could also be a doctor. And then we've got the Three of Swords, which is sadness, heartbreak. You're moving away from that, okay? You're done with that. Queen of Cups could, now this could be a close friend. This could be a sibling. This could be a co-worker. This could be family. This could even be a romantic partner. And the Queen of Cups, very loving, nurturing, kind, good listener energy, okay? So you're moving away from that in a sense, and maybe that is what's bringing a little bit of heartbreak as well. And then you've got the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is that action card, all to do with communications, correspondences, emails. It can feel a little bit erratic, a little bit fast-paced, a little bit cutting as well. But all that to and fro and back and forth, it could be that that there is there is just a sense here of leaving all this behind, okay? It's like you've taken all the beauty in the creativity with you on this new, and this could obviously just be a metaphorical move of some sort where everything becomes a bit more calmer for you, especially through this portal and this pillar of light that's coming through. And it feels like you're walking away from all of this. You're leaving all of this behind, okay? It's not serving you, and you're moving away from all of that. It's beautiful because all of this energy, I mean, apart from the Queen of Cups, but the Queen of Cups can affect the heart space. The Queen of Cups can sometimes come with baggage in this respect, you know. It could be that you have stepped into this energy of the Queen of Cups of being more kind of grounded and more in tune with your mind. But if it's somebody else that you're moving away from, this could also be someone who, on the flip side, you know, the Queen of Cups can be a bit how can I put it nicely? The worst part of the Queen of Cups, so the Queen of Cups on a bad day is very needy and clingy, maybe sobs a lot, you know, that sort of person who's always needing someone. I feel like you're walking away from that too. So Taurus. So bottom of the deck, let's just check bottom of the deck quickly. Beautiful. Six of Earth. Six of Earth is that beautiful give and take. Give and take. That's flow. That's energy flow. That give and take whereby there's no hidden agenda. It's just beautiful free-flowing energy, and also could indicate money as well. So we've got a couple of money cards here, which is Taurus always likes to know that because they're very money orientated. Starting off the month, doing your homework, okay? You're doing your homework, and as long as you have the strength and the courage to stand up for yourself and protect what's yours, you reach that end of the cycle, okay? As long as you have the flexibility to do that, then you step into your creative zone, okay? There might be releasing or ending disappointments from the past and allowing that to rest and putting that to peace, and able to embrace a new beginning for you. And you're able to embrace that with a bit more work and leave. Ultimately, by the end of July, you're leaving behind the things that have been pulling you down, okay? So, and then you're able to step into the sisterhood of the rose and start to embrace the high vibrations and being able to thrive in pleasure. Okay, so those are your messages for Taurus for the July. I hope that it resonated. If it did resonate, then it means that we have a sort of an energetic connection. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, and press the notification button. And have a wonderful July. Much love and light, and I'll see you next time.